Yeah, so just seen Ender's Game. Harrison Ford, good film. I don't know the boy's name. The child actor who the movie was based on. I mean, who was the main actor in the film? Good job, very good job. You got to watch out for him if he stays in the Hollywood area. If he stays in Hollywood, watch out for him. He knows what to do with the concepts. In this review, we're going to talk about a couple of concepts, Hollywood concepts. I'm going to need a lot of people to understand that the concepts that are in Hollywood are based off of deep historical events and what I want to call, what should I call it? Cultural psyche, okay? That has been developed over eons, that is incorporated in film in very small ways that a lot of people don't understand. For instance, I'll mention this one real quick so you can see immediately what I'm relating to and how I'm going about it, and we'll go in on the ones that are in the Ender's Game that I feel people should know about. For one, whenever you see the scenery, the scenes, I'll name two scenes because they're both related. The scenes of white males getting extremely frustrated and have to destroy everything that is around them and throwing everything, and they'll make every now and again you might see a film where a black male does this, but very seldomly. But they do that. They have to incorporate that because Hollywood is the go-to. This is where the quote-unquote stars are at. So everybody looks up to the stars. So everybody looking up to the Hollywood stars, they want to do the same thing that the Hollywood stars do. Subconsciously, people feel as if they're going to end up living the same lifestyle and the same have the same stardom as the movie as the Hollywood actor or actress has. Okay, so the frustration point, the frustration where they get extremely violent, they get throwing everything around them. This is related to the frustration out of the caveman. The frustration of not being able to get food, not being able to maintain fire, not being able to provide for the nagging baby and the woman. And this is also where the violent sex scenes come from, that you see as well. Comes from the high level of aggression, from the foods that were eaten during the caveman time periods. If you need further information on what I'm stating, you can read a book called The Iceman Inheritance by Michael Bradley, which I will be doing a review on, as a matter of fact. But regardless of that, I wanted to state that to go in on Ender's Game in some areas and some things that I saw. Now, when we talk about philosophy and we talk about concepts, one thing about Ender's Game, when it comes to the concept of virginity being a destroyer, and that is what we saw with children taking on the alien race. The alien race, which throughout the film showed no evidence that it was trying to attack our planet. Our planet attacked them as they were in weight above our planet. Who knows whatever communication device the man went, we don't know. We felt threatened from the outer force and we went to war. Harrison Ford carried over a very good Star Wars energy to enhance the essence of Star Wardom going on, Star Warriors and with Star Trooperism or whatever you want to call it, going on with fighting these aliens called the Formatides or the Formathings or whatever. So the virgin aspect of going against the world, or destroying aliens, but it had to be done through the guise of a game, as they tricked the little boy and told the little boy that this was a game, and yet it wasn't a game, it was the actual event, and he destroyed the entire species. He felt guilty of holding genocide, and they also threw that line in there that, you'll be held up as a hero for the rest of your life, but no, he isn't held up as a hero for the rest of his life. He feels as if he's going to be guilty of genocide for the rest of his days, and he'll carry that burden on his shoulders, which is another thing, what they call the white man's burden. if you're historically literate, then you may have ran into that, which is a burden feeling as if they have to make the planet, they have to civilize the planet into their form of society, which is putting people in position to assist for technology growth and expansion. But regardless of that, let's stick on the Ender's Game. Now, when the boy found out that he just destroyed the entire species, he felt guilty about what he was doing. And this is another thing on the concept of what I was talking about when we look at the collective white male's intelligence as a child. And the reason being is because they do not understand nature and cannot communicate with nature thoroughly. And that's when you're supposed to be able to do it the most, is as a child. They have to do it through a game. And when you educate children, if you're a parent, you already know that children are better educated through games. So, a child will become skilled through the game to a point where he can master it. Mario Brothers. We've mastered it. We beat Bowser. Okay? And this is the same thing that happened with the child. But he was tricked, not knowing that the game was reality, and that is life. And then he destroyed the entire race. He felt guilty about it. And then he had to go. He saved the race by taking the last queen far out into outer space. There's a lot of things that are being done to the psyche of Americans with this film. It's comforting people for space exploration, whether that be an adult or a child. It is also showing the extremity in which we will have to go to in order to protect the planet, and that we all need to be unified, that we need to have a unified effort. But in order to protect the planet, we will have to have extreme measures of boot camp and extreme training for the type of soldiers to be prepared for whatever threat that may be superior to whatever weaponry they may have for the protection of us. And there's a lot of movies going on with the outer space situation and alien communication. And it will continue. Sci-fi movies will go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. There's too many sci-fi movies, so we had to slip in the Noah film and all these other films that are coming up. I'm going to be doing reviews on those as well. But Ender in the movie was a representation of the white male collective psyche. And as a child, they have mastered the game, the entire game. And just as all warriors know, you fall in love with your enemy's death. When you fall in love with when you kill your enemy, you fall in love with your enemy after you have killed him, because now you have thoroughly understand his love and the love that now he has lost, and yet you have nobody to tangle with. You have killed him. So now you are left with nothing by yourself. Okay? And that's the real mechanism of war. To really understand your enemy to the point where you fall in love with him. And you don't recognize that until you kill him. And these are deep areas of the Caucasus psyche that a lot of people don't really understand. The Asian psyche understands it. And they show that with practices like kamikaze, so on and so forth. Okay? So, yeah. The Ender's Game was a very good film. Harrison Ford did a good thing. 5 stars within the sci-fi area. The reason I put 5 stars in sci-fi is because of the concept dealing with a guilt complex that we should have as humans with the way we approach things. And the overall mentality being Neanderthal. And the Neanderthal kills what it does not destroy. That's another thing that was explained in the film. That's another concept that is in Hollywood and shifts in and out of movies. It kills what it does not destroy. I mean, it kills what it does not understand is what I meant to say. And we did not understand the other alien race. We did not communicate with them. We did not know what they want. We didn't care for what they wanted. We did not want them here. We weren't friendly. And humans aren't friendly. Humans aren't friendly out of the imposition of fear, thought of fear and threat. Okay? And we don't know how large the threat may be. And that threat may include the extinction of my existence, of my entire race. Which it can be done that way. Because different planets are composed of completely different minerals. And they have different compositions of shit. combinations of shit, liquids, metals, and they will create completely different beings with completely different intelligence. And we don't know when the clock is ticking over there. And their planet may implode. Our planet might implode. Who knows? You see? But it can happen. And the clock is ticking on every planet. Okay? Whether you know about the existence of time or not. So, Ender's Game was a very good film. Harrison Ford. Check it out. I like the child actor. I don't know his name. I should have did a little research. Got his name down. Phenomenal job. A lot of passion was in the movie. A lot of passion. I liked the passion. I liked the technology that was shown. I liked the camera work that was done. The graphic work that was done. It was real good. I suggest you go see it. Ender's Game. Check out all sci-fi films. We all need to have our brains to be more expansive when it comes to outer space. When it comes to the probabilities of what is out there. And the only way we can do that is by imagining it first. And that was done very well on Ender's Game. It was done very well on Elysium as well. I didn't do a review on Elysium. Maybe I should. I don't know. But, yeah. Y'all stay tuned. This is the Guy 720. Had to do a review on Ender's Game. Hope you like what I had to say. We got more films coming. We'll be doing a Riddick review here in a minute. And, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that was the child's name in Ender's Game was Asa Butterfield. I'm gonna give him respect. Asa Butterfield did a very good job, phenomenal. But I wanted to talk about something else that was a concept that went throughout the movie, and it's another form of war that was being shown in that movie, and that's what Ender was doing. Was his skill in talking and handling the crowd and handling his team. And how he went about, how he carried himself throughout the film it was all based on strategical, and strategy is nature. And when you got strategy as nature, and you're talking, we're psychological animals, we communicate through words, he mastered how to speak to people and how to deal with the immaturity of people. And it was more of a Dale Carnegie attitude that was put inside the script when it comes to the leadership. But that's the best way to do it. And that was definitely shown, and that's the second form of war that was carried on. Well, a part of, a major piece to you being a warrior or going about war, which war is in all types of ways, corporation and corporation, human to human, however. It was very, very tactical on how he was speaking, and that was done. He had the Dale Carnegie style of speaking and handling people, and I just wanted to point that out. All right.